Growing up, sports were always a huge part of my life, and baseball was one of those sports right at the top of my list. It was always hard to follow when SportsCenter was the only way I could see the highlights and news from my favorite team. The social media was introduced and provided me numerous outlets to see the coverage of my teams at my own convenience. Author Daniel Coleman once said, quote, "Smartphones and social media expand our universe. We can now connect with others or collect information easier and faster than ever." Social media brings a lot of positives to sport entertainment. It encourages fan and player interaction. This is an example with a tweet from Andrew McCutchen during the 2015 NLCS against the Chicago Cubs. A Mets player was having a great series, and this is one of the many tweets that sparked a debate for one of the best postseason series a player has ever had. Social media use also has its downfalls. Once a tweet or post has been sent out, it can never be taken back. Earlier this year, Roy Halladay sent a tweet in regards to steroid users not being allowed into the Hall of Fame. It read, quote, "When you use PEDs, you admit you're not good enough to compete fairly. Our nation's pastime should have higher standards. No Clemens, no Bonds." This sparked a heated debate on baseball platforms for weeks. Fan interaction is one of the best parts about social media. This allows people to communicate with those that they most likely never would. This is an example from a Red Sox blogger who has a very different, you could say, relationship with a current Red Sox player. Because of Twitter, these two even call themselves friends now. As we all know, social media is a dangerous place and can lead to some hotbed topics. This is an MLB tweet about a bat flip from one of the Major League's best power hitters during a dramatic moment in a playoff game. Jose Bautista is known for his epic bat flips, which inspired the name Joey Bats. Because of this bat flip, a feud started between some of the old-time players who think this is tarnishing the sport. This bat flip happened months ago and is still a topic in the baseball media to this day. Fan exposure provides fans with visuals that they may not have otherwise seen. In order to follow a major league team, all you would have to do is follow them on their social media sites. If they do the correct job, you get the game, promotion, and philanthropy information all in one place. I honestly can't remember the last time I went to an MLB team's official website for this type of information. The 6 months in between baseball is a struggle for some of the most loyal fans. MLB social media try to generate the excitement for their team by doing certain countdowns or launches of new slogans to keep the fans excited about the upcoming season. #This was a promotional slogan used by the MLB to combat the "This is where amazing happens" campaign by the NBA and highlights some of the best moments of the sport in picture or video form with the logo of a baseball diamond. These are the moments in baseball that need no explanation whatsoever. Countdowns are used by many professional organizations and colleges to keep the fan bases on notice of how few days there are until the beginning of the season. They usually use a player with the same jersey number that the day is or some type of graphic describing it. This is of Adrelton Simmons, who used to play for the Braves, and they simply put his picture on a tweet and sent it out 19 days till the season starts. Snapchat has single-handedly changed the smartphone experience when following baseball. It provides a behind-the-scenes look into the industry and team activities. Geofilters from a Snapchat user allow a user or a team-controlled device to put a graphic on their own photo to show that they're at a certain game or an event, and then they can share that with their friends or their following. It's always something unique and is only available to those in the general area. Behind-the-scenes looks are probably the best feature of Snapchat. During Red Sox Media Day and Winter Sox Festival, players and team personnel take the team device and post on the social media site. They answer fan-provided questions or just give statements for the next season. Social media can also have its downsides. In the previous baseball season, Pablo Sandoval went to the clubhouse while the team was batting and hopped on Instagram. He ended up liking 2 pictures and was shown on a Red Sox blogger's activity feed. He sent a tweet out of the activity and has ultimately brought bad publicity to the team. Sandoval was suspended for a few games, and now that one moment is what people remember most of him for the rest of his playing career. And I remember that pretty much this the defining moment for the Red Sox season last year, unfortunately. The countdown to spring training is much anticipated. It signals the start of the baseball season, and the spring and summer months are finally on the way. Each team account puts on their philanthropic efforts on social medias to shed a good light to the organization. This Instagram post was just from the other day, where Red Sox spent a day with the Jimmy Fund down in Fort Myers, the site of Boston spring training. Twitter and Instagram powered vending machines are a big part of the fan experience. Hashtag The Gift of Sox is an annual event every winter, and fans from around Boston can walk up to the machine and win thousands of prizes related to the team, from baseball tickets to signed memorabilia to be picked up. This is such a popular event that they can only do it for 2 days because people just line up in front of the machines until they run out of prizes. Social media nights are very popular in baseball parks. Fans can buy tickets to a special event before batting practice of games to have contests through Twitter and Instagram. People are then given prizes for their work done, but also just for showing up and competing in the event. Scavenger hunts throughout the city or ballpark have become very popular in the last year. Teams go out and place prizes or tickets throughout the city for those following on their account to find them. Some are guarded, and you have to show the photo and tweet about the prize won in order to receive it. This promotes fan interaction with the club and generates positive awareness of social media sites. The Red Sox and Dodgers have come together the past 2 All-Star Final vote periods to have their players voted into the game. Each team gives away tickets to upcoming games and prizes such as memorabilia, game tickets, anything. Conclusions. In conclusion, social media is a great thing for the game of baseball and their fans. While it does have some downsides to the lack of judgment or other reasons, it provides fans with interaction and information about the team. In most instances, if you're lucky enough, you can even win a prize or two for being active on social media sites.